Alright guys, welcome back to the Aaron's Garage YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I am currently on my way to pick up some lawnmowers off of Facebook Marketplace. The idea here is to buy these lawnmowers and flip them. I'll take you guys along for the ride and we'll see how it goes. I also don't know if you guys can see, but I'm taking this... God damn, the Ford Focus just backfired in my ear. As you can see, I have the Civic and I'm going to try to put this thing in the trunk. So I already removed my subwoofer and a few other things, so fingers crossed this is going to fit in the back. And it would be my luck too that it just starts downpouring as soon as we're about to meet up with the seller. Alright, I'm here. Let's go ahead and park up. I just got it, so time to see if it's gonna fit in here. I gotta fold down the bars though. So she's all in there, she fit perfectly. This mower is broken right here where the handle attaches, but I think I can fix that pretty easily. Let's go get the next one.
Now, good luck everybody else.
What the? That girl completely cut me off. Gotta watch out for these drivers around here, man. Holy fuck. So it seems I've been stood up. Came to this crack house with cameras and notes all over the door, and they're not answering their messages, so that was a waste of time. I even went around the other side of the house and there was some person out there, straight NPC, because I asked her, I said, I'm looking for someone selling a lawnmower, and she basically said, oh, you're looking for someone? And I said, yeah, do you know anyone selling a lawnmower? And then she just stared at me, and I asked her a couple more questions and she just stared at me. So great waste of my time. There goes a half an hour worth of gas and time. I also forgot to mention that too. Looks like the house is for sale, so man, that's just great. I just can't nowadays with these people on Facebook Marketplace. Like, the fact that you don't check your messages or anything and just stood me up is kind of shitty. So a little bit of change of plans. I found another cheap mower on Marketplace. I got it down to $25. It's just like a basic Craftsman one. I'm actually on my way there right now, so let's go get that. Second lawnmower was inside a indoor storage unit, but we got it loaded up. This guy's been sitting for about a year, so I don't believe it runs, but that shouldn't be an issue. Let's get home and start working on these. Okay, so we're back here 2 days later. I got the first mower lined up here, and I think to start, I just want to make sure it will fire up. The seller said it would. One thing I did notice is the pull cable is frayed, and that's eventually going to break. So I did go to the store and buy a new one. Hopefully it doesn't cut into our profits too much, but I want the new owner to have a good, solid, reliable lawnmower. Let's see if it fires up. If it does, I'll replace the pull cord. I don't have any brake clean, but I'm gonna try some WD-40 in the intake here. Okay, I'm gonna try spray some fuel directly into the cylinder and see if that makes a difference. So that plug definitely looks pretty soaking wet, smells like fuel too. So I don't think fuel's the issue, but it does look pretty crusty. So let's see if it sparks. Okay, hopefully that's grounded and you guys can see it. So we definitely have spark, and it looks like it's kind of gassy in the cylinder. So I think we are getting fuel. So I'm not sure why it's not firing, but just in case, I'm gonna put some WD in the cylinder. Hopefully we don't flood it. Okay, I got it in there hand tight. That should be good enough. Okay, so it's not starting, so I said let's clean the carb real quick. Luckily, these mowers are pretty easy to work on. So I'm just gonna pinch off the fuel line, and then now I'm gonna disconnect this linkage and pull the carb off. I do need to take off the top cover. So this carburetor is just filthy. Makes it way harder to work on things when you can't see where all the linkages go, but let's pop off the bowl, see how much dirt's in there, and hopefully get this thing going. So I cleaned up the inside of the carburetor the best I could. So let's throw it back on the mower. Fuck. I've been at this a little while off camera, and I basically narrowed it down to having a sheared flywheel key. At least that's what I think it is, because it might be hard to see, but if you look in there, it looks like the little key is a little off-centered or deformed. So I think the next step is going to be to pull this flywheel cup off and take a closer look at it, but hopefully it's not, because the guy said he just didn't use it in a long time, but I guess you can never really trust anyone on Marketplace. So I just pulled the flywheel off. I haven't looked yet, so let's take this off. I'm thinking it's going to be sheared, but let's see. Oh yeah, you guys can see that little gap right in there. It's not sitting completely flush against. And is it cracked too? I don't know if there's supposed to be that line going down it. Yeah, so it looks like we got burned on this one, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to move on to the next one and cut our losses with this one. So we got the next mower out. This one looks quite a bit cleaner and newer. It's a Power Smart with a Chinese engine on it, so not super desirable, but this one has the broken handlebar, which I reckon I can probably just put a nut and bolt through to fix. Let's make sure this one starts before we start working. Okay, so this one runs. Now I just got to figure out this issue. This side, it looks like the screws are already coming loose as well. So I don't know if this is just cheaply made or been tinkered with, but I don't know why the handlebars are falling apart like that. So it looks like this side has like a pin with a cotter pin on the other side going through it. Now this side is missing its pin, but I reckon if I put a bolt and a nut right through here and here, then this should hopefully secure itself right in there and be good to go. Okay, so I got the bolt, the washer, and the nut. So I'm just gonna push this bolt through. So I did some more digging into the red lawnmower there. I thought that was also going to be repairable until I found that the rear axle was actually completely bent, and the adjuster mechanism handle on the rear there was also all messed up. So basically both lawnmowers are a write-off. I mean, I technically could fix the Craftsman one and put a new woodruff key in it, but at this point it's not worth my time. So yesterday I actually ended up selling both lawnmowers, 4 parts, for $60. So that gave us a $20 profit, even though we didn't fix any of them. Now this is not the ideal circumstance, but that's how it played out. This was definitely a fun Facebook Marketplace adventure. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully the next video goes a little bit better, and have a good rest of your day.